Every year, the running brands promise us the next fastest shoe ever. They say, wear this and you will run like a gazelle. Influencers, reviewers, YouTubers keep making videos of top 10 fastest shoes every year. And the hype goes on and on. That's why shoes like Nike Alpha Fly 3, Adidas Adios Pro Evo, between $300 and $500 get sold out in minutes after they are released. And who are those buying them? Regular casual runners like you and me. But here's the real truth. Shoes don't just win races. Runners do. And I know what you are thinking, he's one of those. But just hold on and I will prove it to you. I remain your man, Dr. CY, the running doc, the only board-certified physician that uses his medical background and running experience to give you the most incisive running shoe reviews and the best running tips. Today, we are cutting through the hype. So let's go. In 2022, all eyes were on the Vaporfly, the Alpha Fly, the Adios Pro, the Saucony Endorphins, New Balance Super Comp Elite, and a few other well-hyped shoes out there. Every influencer, running platforms, ads, all screamed these were the fastest shoes ever. But guess who won the New York City Marathon that year? Sharon Lokedi, a debutant, in a shoe absolutely no one was talking about. The Under Armour Velocity Elite. Fast forward to 2025, Nike has released the Alpha Fly 3. Adidas gave us the Adios Pro Evo 1 and 2, as well as the Adios Pro 4. Saucony released the Endorphin Elite 2. Puma gave us the Deviate Nitro Elite 3. All well-hyped, very expensive shoes. And yet, again, Sharon Lokedi not only won the Boston Marathon, but shattered the record in the process. In another underdog shoe. Not Nike, not Adidas, not Saucony. Nobody's even talking about that shoe. I have not seen a web or YouTube review of top 10 fastest shoes that included the Under Armour Velocity Elite. It's not one of the lightest shoes. I have the Velocity Elite 2 here. Feels like any other regular shoe. I bet some of you have not even heard about that shoe. Guys, that's not a fluke. That is a fact. I will bet my bottom dollar that Lokedi would have still won just as easily as she won in the Velocity Elite 3, in the Alpha Fly, or the Adios Pro Evo, or the Adios Pro 4, or even the Saucony Endorphin Elite. That's why brands don't just take any runner and sponsor them. You don't see Nike stroll over to Kenya and go to the street and pick up any runner, give them the Alpha Fly shoes and expect them to win a race. No. They search for the best and they pick them on time and help them to train, prepare them to get into form to win. So it goes to show that it is the runner that the win depends on. But guys, let's get our facts straight. I'm not saying that super shoes don't help. That will be far from the truth, because there have been scientific evidence from the lab proven that super shoes with carbon plates can improve running economy by up to 4%. It's a fact. Even me, I do feel it when I run in some kind of shoes. What I'm saying is that the margins are very little. Elite runners can gain between 1 to 4% in running economy when they are running in some kind of super shoes. But then for non-elite athletes, like the majority of us casual runners out there, most of those running below 14 kilometers per hour, the gain is further reduced to 0.5 to 2%. And when you convert this to a 2 to 3 hour marathon, you are talking about seconds. That's the thing that I want to drive at here. It's not that the shoes don't help, but it's not like the way they've made you to believe. Like when you put on these shoes, you will be transformed into something else. Running shoes are no miracle. There's no shoe that will turn an average runner into a champion. I bet Eliud Kipchoge would have probably won as many marathons running in Adidas or in Saucony as he won in the Nike Vaporfly and Alpha Fly. Why? Because performance comes down to training, fitness, and mental strength, not the name printed on your midsole. If we are being real here, guys, these companies, they are not just selling shoes, they sell dreams. You can see it in adverts, in designs. When you look at all these racing shoes, you see how these shoes are designed. Just looking at them, they look fast. Big marketing, sponsored athletes, influencers ranking the fastest shoes every season. You see them flying in slow-mo on Instagram, and then you are thinking, if only I had these shoes on my feet, I will also fly like those. No, guys, you won't. But still, they sell their dreams. And while casual runners are depleting their savings, chasing the next fastest shoe ever, the companies are smiling to the bank. Unless you are an elite athlete going for a competition, where the difference between the person who wins gold and the person who comes fourth may be 5-10 seconds. Chasing the fastest shoes should not be your priority. Chasing the right shoe for you should be. How do you feel after runs? Are your legs beat up after running in these shoes? How fast do you recover? These are the qualities that really matter in your running shoes. So when you are shopping for your next running shoes, I suggest you focus on things like cushioning. Very important. They reduce the landing impact, protecting your joints and reducing fatigue. Look for support and stability, especially if you are overpronator. It's one of the things that also keeps your joints safe and healthy. Comfort and fit is very important to avoid abrasions and sometimes early cramps too. Durability, of course, you will want to get some value for the money that you are spending. Weight. Yes, I always talk about weight. Weight helps, because the lighter the shoe, the easier it is to run in them, the more you can enjoy your runs in them. But I will never sacrifice comfort for lightness. And then value for money. Don't just go buying the hype, unless money is not your problem, well, of course, go ahead and buy. People use luxury items. It's nice, it's good, it feels good, it looks good, but then if you are struggling to buy these things, you shouldn't, because there are so many cheaper shoes that can give you almost as much as very expensive ones. It's one of the things that I focus on my channel. Spend less to get the best. Browse through my channel, you are going to see a lot of very cheap, affordable shoes that can give you as much value as the very expensive ones. But they don't have any hype. They may not be as fancy, but they will get the job done in a very satisfactory manner. So, should you skip the super shoes entirely? Of course not. Even me, I don't. I've got quite a nice collection of them. I enjoy my runs in them. On days when I want to go out there and chase a PB, put on a nice race shoe and go and do your best. But my point is, don't buy into the myth that running shoes will make or break your running journey. Don't let anyone trick you into the folly of chasing the fastest shoe every year. Your fitness, ability, training, your consistency, that is where the real speed comes from. Run smart, run happy, run healthy. And remember, it's not what's on your feet, but what's in your heart and how you train. If you found this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share with your running buddies. I remain your man, Dr. CY, the running dog. Your next great run starts with the right mindset, not just the right shoes. Thank you for watching to the end, and until the next one, goodbye.